Okay, well, welcome to the April 3rd, Thursday chat. Hopefully I have the AI companion working. It seems to be behaving slightly different than usual. We have quite a few people who want to make announcements. We'll start with David Rosenthal.
Thank you, Jerry. Very quickly, I know that many of you are aware of a very important election here in Dedham, Massachusetts, the town. And so I just want to recommend very strongly that we endorse and keep and recommend to the town meeting member our own Paul Hardeman. So get out the vote for Paul Hardeman for the town meeting member this coming week. Thank you.
Thank you. Mary Solkeeper. Mary? I'll unmute you. Go ahead, Mary.
Recording in progress.
All right, there we go, we're on here now. Turn that.
You're on. Go ahead and give your announcement.
Just a second, you're on here, I'll turn off.
Okay.
Wait, just a second. Mute.
I'm going to get back to you later on.
Am I unmuted?
You're unmuted, yes.
Okay. I'd like to let everybody know that we've hired a new director of our
Oh, we lost you. Sorry.
reviewing resumes, and we also went and observed people conducting the two finalists and had a unanimous opinion that we wanted to hire one of them. I think all of you will enjoy working with them. Chorus will start up again.
There's something,
From
There's a-
10.
there's a problem with your equipment. You keep muting, so I think we'll move on and we'll try you again at the very end. Jerry Somers.
Actually, that was my fault, Jerry, because I could see that she was on two things. And so I was trying to mute one so she could talk on the other.
Do you have that set up?
Well, now I've lost
Now
where
I'm
she
only
is.
on one.
Now you're only on one?
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
then start over again.
Okay, I'll start over
Hi,
again.
we're here.
Okay.
He said he'll be here at 3:30.
Okay, that's not me.
I think I caught them.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm happy to announce that we've hired a new director of our chorus. He will be starting on April 28th. We'll have our first chorus rehearsal. Chorus will run on Mondays from 10:30 to 12. Many people were in the last chorus and are familiar with what we do, but for all new people, as well as those who are not familiar with us, the chorus rehearses once a week. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to read music. You don't have to have sung in a chorus before. So we welcome everybody. April 28th, we'll be getting out a lot more publicity about it when we get a little closer. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? There.
Helene, Pattonsburg.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the director's name?
His name is Adam Bernstein.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? All right, we'll move on to Jerry Somers. Go
Can you
ahead.
hear? Okay. Thanks, Jerry. I'm continuing this year to chair the Appreciation Fund Committee, and I'd like to address you on behalf of the fund board. As you know, the fund provides assistance, if you will, or contributions to those employees who work in independent living, assisted living, and memory care. These are the hourly employees. And twice a year, we have a campaign in order to express to our staff the appreciation for their efforts, which together really make Newbridge a unique community and one I think that we're all proud of. In the year and a half that I've lived here, I've been overwhelmed by the warmth and the positivity and the responsiveness and the respect that's demonstrated by our staff, be they members who work in the dining room and housekeeping, maintenance, security, transportation, administration, entertainment, or facilities. It's a large staff. As we know, Newbridge prohibits the tipping of any hourly employees or any employees by the residents or their families. And this no tipping policy is strictly enforced, and as the employees know, can result in the termination if they accept any tips. So therefore, twice a year, we have the privilege of contributing to the fund in order to express our thanks to our hourly staff. And our gift to the Appreciation Fund is extremely meaningful to these employees, and perhaps even more so during these uncertain times. We're suggesting that each resident show his or her appreciation by giving a gift by the end of this month, April 30, of $500 to $600, or hopefully more, as many of you have done in the past. Some members of the Appreciation Fund Committee have been asked how we arrived at the suggested amount to $500 to $600 a person. It's not really scientific, but for me, it seems more than reasonable. Most residents, as an example, have a dining room allowance of $500 per month, some higher and some lower. But assuming that it's $500 a month, and if you're at a restaurant, you would perhaps leave a tip of 20% or so. Well, it would be $100 for the month. So to cover the 6-month period, that would total $600. But keep in mind that this gift is not only for dining room employees, but it's for other hourly employees. And there's a large number of these people. So as you can see, the suggested amount of $500 to $600 is, to say the least, very reasonable. We hope, frankly, that many people will join the increasing number of residents who see fit to donate more than that amount to the Appreciation Fund. Each of you received a letter with an envelope this week from the fund, and we ask that you please make your contribution no later than April 30 by leaving your gift in the envelope at the Independent Living Concierge Desk or mailing it to Newbridge Appreciation Fund at 5107 Great Meadow Road here in Dedham. And we look forward to your joining with others in contributing to this important fund and showing our appreciation to our hourly employees. Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. Mary Jane Milner.
Thank you, Jerry. First of all, happy April Earth Month. Our electronics collection is now in full swing, and a number of you have already taken your no longer useful electronic items to the large red boxes in the collection centers in the mailroom. Thank you. On Wednesday, this Wednesday, April 9th, from 10 to 11, we'll have our major drive in front of the community center with Fernando leading the charge. Call or email Fernando, Dort Sr., or me if you need help with delivering any items to the community center, and we'll provide assistance. The electronic drive is always a huge win-win. Newbridge residents get rid of broken, no longer useful equipment like old hair dryers, broken electronic toothbrushes. Staples takes these items to their warehouse dedicated to reusing the parts that are useful to make new items. I look forward to seeing many of you next Wednesday. And I think Fernando had another part of the announcement.
Fernando.
Yep, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Kind of piggyback on what Mary Jane was saying on the collection. Staples will not take anything with a screen. be it a TV, a monitor, or anything like that. So anything that has a screen on it, we will not be taking because Staples refuses to take them. Thank you.
Okay. Linda Weinstein. No, hold on, Linda, we have to unmute you.
Wait,
We're, two people are doing the same thing. Now, go ahead.
muted myself, sorry. Any rate, following on Mary Jane's message about recycling and Earth Month, tomorrow, which is Friday at 1 p.m., our Team Climate, which is our educational and advocacy group, which meets monthly, is hosting a very interesting group from Commonwealth Fusion Systems. Tom Quay arranged for them to attend, and fusion industry energy, nuclear energy is a very interesting topic. So I'm sure that many of you will want to. We usually meet in the synagogue, but because of the acoustical challenges there, we will be meeting in Great Meadow Hall. So there'll be plenty of room for everybody. And I hope that you will join us. Ignorance is no excuse. Thank you.
Betty Shapiro.
Thanks, Jerry. I want to extend thanks to all of those wonderful people who donated the boxes of potato latke mix for the Kosher Food Bank. We delivered 4 big bags last Friday for Passover. And this year, it's always badly needed, but this year more so than ever. Now, we have 3 drives a year. This was Passover. Our next one is Rosh Hashanah, followed by Hanukkah. I'm mentioning it because I have noticed in the stuff that we get in the mail from the grocery stores that right now is a good time to buy latke mix because the price is down. So you can buy now for Rosh Hashanah if you so wish and save some money and do a mitzvah. Thank you.
You, Michael Ross.
Thank you, Jerry. The dining committee had a very busy meeting yesterday. Let me present a few highlights from that. Later this month, we'll have the next iteration of the Central Quarterly Menu. The committee critiqued some of the key items on that menu, which highlight both old favorites as well as some new creative dishes from Chef Patrick, including both appetizers and entrees. The committee is confident that this will provide something for everybody. The grab-and-go section off Nosh is expanding its options with items for quick meals. Some of these are already available and more are being added. Again, the dining committee reviewed that menu, and this will be available there on a daily basis from 10 to 4. We reviewed the plans for Passover. As is the case each year, Nosh will be closed while the kitchen and dining area is koshered. The exact details of that will be presented by the dining team later in this meeting, as well as on their website. The next kitchen tour will be held on the first Thursday in May at 1 o'clock. This is a different day of the week and time, hopefully to make this more accessible to residents for whom Monday doesn't work. If you haven't taken the tour, I would really urge you to do so. The dining service is an incredibly complex operation run by a very dedicated staff. Last, we spent a significant amount of time reviewing the reservation system and the OpenTable app. Informationally, there are approximately 30 reservations for tables each night in Centro, each of which actually accommodates an average of 4 diners. Approximately half of those are being made via OpenTable, and if you're not using it yet and your computer comfortable, we urge you to try it. The remainder of reservations are being made and will continue to be made available to you either by phone or in person. A couple of things that came out of that discussion. First of all, it's really important for everybody to honor the time of your reservation. Arriving excessively late disrupts the timing of service for everyone, and it disrupts the kitchen. In addition, you potentially face a significant delay yourself in being seated if you're not there at your reservation time. Open Table can and should also be used for reservations in Nosh. Nosh will make an effort to accommodate residents on a walk-up basis, but preference will always be given to those who have reservations. One of the major advantages of the Open Table system, in addition to the benefits for the residents, is that it is allowing our staff to track both no-shows and cancellations. The food and beverage team, in conjunction with the dining committee, is monitoring the numbers of both no-shows and cancellations closely. For our purposes, failure to cancel or notify the front desk by 2 o'clock on the day of reservation is classified as a no-show. We recognize that, and the staff recognizes that unforeseen events do occur, but we ask all residents to notify the desk of a change in plans before 2 o'clock if possible. This will allow the desk to release a table for another resident who is trying to make last-minute reservations. We also ask that residents not make a large number of reservations in advance when they do not have definite plans to eat in the dining facilities. Monitoring of both no-shows and cancellations will continue and will be the subject of additional discussions within the committee. Thanks, Jerry.
Okay, thank you. And speaking for Rabbi Judy, who at the last minute is not able to,
Paula and Charles Small raise their hand.
Bonnie Rosenberg.
Thank you so much, Jerry. I'm honored to speak for Rabbi Judy and to remind you of an inspirational program with Brothers for Life. Next Thursday, April 9th at 11 o'clock in Great Meadow Hall. Brothers for Life is a nonprofit organization created and run by injured Israeli veterans, which gives critical and immediate help to other injured Israeli combat veterans who sacrificed their lives for the safety of Israel. At this program next week, we will hear from 2 wounded Israeli soldiers who will be visiting the United States as part of their personal healing mission. We are pleased that 8th grade students from the Rashi School will join with us to take part in this important visit. And Rabbi Judy reminds her Torah study group that they're encouraged to attend this program instead of their class, which has been canceled that morning, so they can join us at the event. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you all there.
You. And now back to Charlie Small, who had a question.
Sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to go back to Fernando for a quick question. Fernando, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Since you mentioned no screens are being accepted, what does one do to get rid of a TV?
You can take it to Staples, but they will charge you for it. I believe Best Buy might take them back as well, but there will be a charge for it.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions before we move on? No? Okay, Nancy Vega.
Well, that came fast. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to make a couple announcements. The first being a reminder that Bob Orkin's last class is happening this coming Sunday, the 6th. Sorry, that was really loud. The 6th, and following that, on the same day at 2 p.m., we have a lovely student cello concert. There's going to be about 15 students coming with a guest teacher, Cherry Kim, who has also already been here, but they are super excited to present to you a program that they've been working very hard on for the last, I think it was 4 months. So we hope to see you there on Sunday, the 6th at 2 p.m. following Bob Orkin's class. Another reminder that Helene Balin's class has been extended 1 more week. So it is this coming Monday. So please come to that. And lastly, just to plug in, Elizabeth Seitz, our beloved musicologist, is going to come on Tuesday, April 8th, and she's going to present on Figaro. And that's going to be from 2 to 3:30. So please note that it runs a little longer than what we normally do, but she is very excited because she said this is the best Figaro to date. And just to piggy off that, I've been getting a lot of questions on upcoming courses. And interestingly enough, I've been working very hard behind the scenes in trying to get the upcoming late spring, early summer course description set up, but I am trying to perfect dates with the professors that we have. They have amazing busy schedules, but they love to be here on top of amazing room reservations that I'm duking it out with my fellow staff members. So more to come on that, but I just wanted to let you know that Elizabeth Seitz will be doing a course, and we will be welcoming back Nate DeRose. I don't think I pronounced his last name correctly, but he will be doing something on a variety of world religions. And that's all I got for a sample. And if you have any more questions, you know where to find me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nancy. We have a question from Judith Kahn. Judith?
Am I unmuted now, Jerry? Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about the lack of video. My camera's acting up. I just wanted to comment on Bonnie's announcement about the Brothers for Life. I believe you said it was Thursday. The original poster had a mistake on it. The actual date is Wednesday. It's not Thursday. And it's going to be replacing Torah study next week. If you take a look at the numerical date and then the name date, the name day, you'll see that it's actually a numerical date of Wednesday, not Thursday. So just wanted to make sure that everybody got that message because I think it's going to be a very moving program. Thank you.
Thank you, Judith. Appreciate that.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Judy.
Okay, Josh Ferraro.
Thank Jerry. Thank you. I think Eileen's going to start, and then I just have a couple announcements at the end before we move on. So if Eileen is on, she can go ahead and start.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all. Just a few things that next week to let you know that NOSH will be closed Wednesday and Thursday, the 9th and 10th of April, because we have to cash route the NOSH kitchen. If you need some food, we will have extra grab and go in the store. The store will be opened from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That is the store hours. So just to let you know, the NOSH will be closed Wednesday and Thursday of this week coming up. Once we open on Friday, it will be kosher for Passover. If you need any more information on that, we have it on the website. Also kosher for Passover menus will be on the website as well. On April 13th, we will have a brunch up in Centro, kosher for Passover brunch. And there will be Passover items. It will not be kosher, but there will be Passover items on the 13th. And then on the 20th of April, we will have an Easter brunch. Again, to make reservations, it's the same rules that you make a reservation either online or at the host stand a week before the date. And then finally, on the 21st of April, we have a wind down and we're going to Portugal. I know a few people have been asking me where we're going. So we are going to Portugal. So that is on April 21st. So if you want more details, again, go to the dining website. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Were there any questions for Eileen before I have my few brief announcements, Jerry?
Don't see any questions.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank Michael and the entire dining committee for their continued support and cooperation and collaboration. Great summary, Michael. Thank you. In regards to Passover, I do want to give the reminder that if you are signing up for the Seders in Great Meadow Hall on April 12th or April 13th, the first and second Seders, the deadline to register is tomorrow. The online registration and meal selection will be open through tomorrow, but that is and has been the deadline. So that will be your last chance to register. If you need to make changes or unfortunately any cancellations to an existing reservation for either of the two Seders, I ask that you email me no later than Monday. The reason for that is on Tuesday, we will start the plotting and planning processes of table assignments, and then charges will be made starting Wednesday for Saturday Seder and Thursday for Sunday Seder. And once they're charged, those charges are not refundable. So if you need to make changes or cancellations, please just email me and I will make those changes for you. The kitchen tour that was mentioned, that will be on the dining website starting tomorrow. You just go to upcoming events and you will see the May kitchen tour, and you will just, as if you were purchasing a ticket, sign up for how many you are for your household, if it's yourself or someone else with you. And then I just want to make clear that the Passover information, including the memo that went out several weeks ago, plus the menus for Nosh being kosher for Passover, will also be included in tomorrow's dining packet. So for those of you that get print only, you will get those menus and a reminder of the operational changes memo that went out several weeks ago, again, as a reminder in the packet. For those of you who choose not to do paper, there is an electronic version of the weekly dining packet on the homepage of the dining website. If you go to nbocdine.org, on the very homepage, you'll see the culinary corner and the weekly dining packet. That gets updated early Friday morning for the following week. So before the actual paper packet goes out, the dining website is now updated with the current dining packet for the following week. Jerry, I think that was everything that I wanted to cover, and I don't know if there are any questions.
There's a question in the chat. When can we order for takeout for the Seders?
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. I didn't see that in the chat. So for bulk orders for more than 6 dinners, those forms went out a couple weeks ago, and the deadline to submit those are tomorrow as well. There was a form for kosher Passover bulk that you would just return to Nosh, and there was one if it's just regular through Centro. Those forms are also available at the host stands of each restaurant, but again, the deadline for those to submit is tomorrow. The instructions of where you can pick those up, those orders, are also on the sheet itself. If you're just ordering for a smaller group, 1 to up to 6, you can just place the normal to-go orders as you would the day of, as long as you get your order in prior to 2 p.m. The bulk order forms are for larger groups if you're feeding more than 6 people. And if anybody needs any clarification or questions, myself and my team are always here and willing to answer them. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you. Any questions? All right, we're ready for Matt.
All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Nice rainy day today. Great news, no COVID cases. So I know we had a few last week. We don't have any today, which is fantastic. Some of you have asked questions around whether or not we're going to have a COVID booster clinic. And right now the answer is we don't know. And we don't know because even though the CDC advises having a booster, Medicaid has not approved billing for it. Therefore, the pharmacy won't come on site and do it until Medicaid has approved the actual billing for it. So stand by. As we learn more information about that, we'll share with you. Dedham Pharmacy have been great partners in this, and they'll let us know as they know. Mark's done a great job staying in touch with them and making sure that they're giving us the most up-to-date information. So more to come soon on that front. Spring cleanup is well underway on campus. I'm sure many of you have seen Kevin and the AQPS team out there raking and cleaning up and doing all the stuff they do. Most of the salt around the campus at this point has been removed. Now we're getting into some of the more challenging stuff, which would be, you know, potholes, line striping, replacing light poles, all the little detail stuff that we do after the winter has basically wreaked havoc on the campus. I think I just saw a question about whether or not it was Medicare or Medicaid, and you're correct. It is Medicare. My apologies. The pool has been repaired. Everybody knows there was a leak in the pool. That repair has been completed, and it's been painted. It's looks great. Looks like nothing ever happened. Similarly, the leak in the bar area outside of Centro has been repaired as well. So thank you to Nathan, our painter, who's done a great job getting that back together. I'm going to pause there for a second, Jerry, as I usually do, to see if there are any questions.
Don't see any.
All right, I'm going to keep rolling then. Comcast update. So I am told that on the 10th, so a week from today, that everything Comcast should be in their system and everything should be working. Now, I've heard from some residents that they have Nessun, and I'm not sure if that goes for everybody. I've checked on a couple TVs and Nessun was indeed there, so I'm hoping you're one of them that has Nessun, particularly if you're a Red Sox fan. But next week, I am been promised that the extra channels will be there and Nessun will be there and Comcast Sportsnet and all that other stuff. And I can assure you that I've been applying slow and steady pressure every single day to get that sped up. Speaking of speeding, you're going to notice our security team, in addition to the local town, is going to be picking up parking and speeding enforcement on campus. With the spring and the nicer weather, we have more visitors on campus. We want to make sure everybody's driving safely. Speed limit's 15. And I know some people are going to say, why not raise it to 20? And the reality is, if we raise it to 20, people are still going to speed. It doesn't matter. Everybody takes it as a suggestion instead of a rule. So you'll see our security team out there. We will be stopping cars. We will be using radar. We'll do whatever we got to do to make sure that we're slowing people down. And with that, it's a quick run through of what's going on this week at Newbridge. Love to take. Happy to take any questions.
Yeah, any questions? Anything else that anybody wants to bring up? Looks like we've covered the subjects. So thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday.
Have a great week, everyone.